Hi guys, Geeky Gramma here. It's me. I have a semi-unboxing. I opened it a little, but I didn't look at it. Now, can you hear the music? It's the music of the Shire. That's a hint. I mean, that's a hint about me, but it's also a hint about the person that I got this gift for. Okay, clearly it's for Shayna. Shayna, I need you to look away. Look away. This video's not for you until after Wednesday when I give you this small prize. Are you gone? Okay. Now, the Lord of the Rings situation. I mean, listen, we're an entire geeky family, but I would lose every single trivia game to those two, Nick and Shayna. Here's what I got. Now, I have to be very careful about my purchases. It seems like I buy a lot of things, but the truth is I really don't. I really don't. It's the one thing. It's my one thing. It's my, I don't know. I just feel like old books are magic. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like I held back just now. I held way back. With that said, see what my mood ring says? Let's see what it is. My mood ring says that I am happy right now, and I am. So what I want to say is thank you to Lovely Vintage Books. They're at Instagram, Lovely Vintage Books, all one word. Okay, look them up. I received this so very quickly, and I want to plug them, and I will plug them down below. Okay, now, I just want to explain I number my kids just in birth order, not in importance, because they're all the same. No, they are. But there's 8 of them, okay? And they're all, like, the most amazing. But I number them in birth order, and that just helps. Okay, so this is my second daughter-in-law. In other words, Mary's the oldest one, Shayna's the middle one, Nicole's the baby one. Katie and Shayna are the same age. And actually, we're friends first. Like, our families were friends first. I mean, what a story. My kids that got married to each other, they knew each other as children. And Shayna's mother and I went, well, technically, she was in her senior year, and I was a year out of high school. But I was the editor of the yearbook, so I was involved at school. So we knew each other in high school. And then our kids married each other and then produced 2 boys for us, clearly. So with that said, Shayna is a Latin teacher in a private girls' school. Shayna has her master's. I'm going to say it wrong, and I know she's going to forgive me for just not remembering the right orders and the right words. I'm just going to say Classics, Greek and Latin, or Greek and Latin Classics. Greek and Latin, okay, people? Greek and Latin. Explains a lot of things, and Nicholas loves those things, and also, I think he studied Greek, and he has his MDiv, so the two, it just all makes sense, right? It all makes sense. Anyway, I was just looking at this vintage. It was like a sale over a whole bunch of stores were selling things. And I usually just go scroll. Unless there's something, I don't buy just old books for the heck of it. It's certain books I buy. Classics, Louisa May Alcott books, things like that. Or geeky science fiction, which, as you know from collectible science fiction, that, you know, I'm in love with that store. And they know it, so... Like when someone else buys what I would buy, I put little emojis of crying emojis, and they're like, oh brother. Anyway, they tolerate me. Here it is. Okay, it's just, she doesn't need this. It's just cool. Okay, ready? I'm so excited. Okay, no, she doesn't need any instruction. That's not the point. It's cool because... Okay, copyright 1920. Oh, it's backwards. Okay, you just have to trust me. I don't think it turns around, right? It doesn't turn around? I don't remember if it turns around. But anyways, 1920. And it's just so old and so cool. And she is going to absolutely love this. Someone did a project for their school. Look at this. Bad form. Bad form. It's not bad form if it's your own book. It's your choice what you do. I'm just saying. I can't give her a book now that's not cut. I'm going to pretend I didn't. Okay, I'm going to pretend I don't see it, that there's definitely odds and ends cut out of this here book. I'm just going to pretend not. I'm going to concentrate on things like this. Where'd it go? It was a picture, and it was cool. Well, I don't know. It's going to make me see. Oh, here we go. Colosseum. Oh, wait. A Roman amphitheater in Gaul. I don't know where that is, but she would. Anyway, here's the part that got me. Now, clearly I am disturbed that there are pieces cut out of it, and I don't remember reading any of that in the description. But you know what? I'm going to let it go because there's enough that is actually cool in here that's not cut out. Ooh, there's like 6 or 8 spots where they're cut out. Oh, bad form. Should have told me. But anyway, that's okay. That's okay because look at this. This is what I think is just... Look. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's my son's name. Nick. 1930? This is for Shayna. I opened it and it said Nick. Don't tell me this book is not for her. It's for her. That's it. That's all I have to say. I am waiting on a vintage cookbook. I took a suggestion from Nicole Northgarden. If you haven't seen her YouTube channel, please check her out. She's got like 3 different ones. There's a DIY one, there's a thrifting one, there's another one, gardening one. But she lives in Minnesota because there's no gardening right now, but there will be. And her husband has a comic book one. Like, they are loaded with interesting stuff. But anyway, she gave a suggestion. I don't know if it's probably like DIY/thrift. It's upcycling something. But the server thing for a casserole server, you like the extra thing that with the handles that you set it down in, that thing. Well, if you set it on top of something or counter or whatnot, it can hold books. So I took her idea and I put it on top of my refrigerator. And that same day, I found this vintage cookbook that looks cool. So it's coming in the mail maybe on Friday. So I will show that later. That's it, really. I hope Shayna is not sad. I hope she is not as sad as I am about the pieces that are cut out. It happens sometimes, but the book is still so cool. And the music is still so great. So, Geek on Warriors.